Leanna gets ready for her first NFL game as a WAG, so let's get to it.
Get ready with me for my husband's first NFL game while I tell y'all how I found out I was pregnant. For starters, I'm pumping, so that's what that noise is. And also, I'm super excited for this game. It's his first NFL game. So, this is, I gotta take my rings off. Actually, hold on. So I'm super excited for him and just for this journey in general. But let's get into the story. I found out I was pregnant February 4th of this year. We weren't trying, but we weren't not trying, you know what I'm saying? We knew what we were doing. And Travis wanted babies really, really bad. I mean, he's wanted babies for a long time. I was just adamant on being married first. But it came a little bit before. I mean, our wedding was 3 months out. From when I found out, and I was freaking out because I was like, am I gonna fit in my wedding dress? Is it gonna be like, I'm gonna look horrible? I ended up being really small, so that was like not a big deal. And the people who made my dress, which is Justin Alexander, he was amazing. He came to me, I flew to him in New Jersey. We did this all in secret, so they knew about my pregnancy. We like refitted my dress last minute. They were like amazing with everything when it came to that. And they also made me a last minute dress just in case I was gonna be too big. So that was helpful as well. I got a lot of acne during pregnancy, so I have to use this. I'm in the process of like fixing all of it. But I have to do this for now. But yeah, I found out February 4th. I don't wanna lie and be like, oh my gosh, I was over the moon, because I had a lot of things on my mind when it came to like the wedding, and though I was already like at a point where I kind of stopped caring about people's opinions. I knew they were gonna have opinions. So that kind of stressed me out a little bit at first. So that played a role in like my reaction. But I was excited. Travis was over the moon instantly. Like he didn't have one moment of like him being nervous or scared or anything. But I found out, well, I'm gonna tell you all my early symptoms. So in January, I started gaining weight because I was at like 115 and I wanted to be 130, like a healthy 130 though. So that's where I was like working. So starting January 1st, I started weightlifting. Y'all know, well, people who've been here for a long time, they know that I was doing like Pilates and stuff like that, like really low impact workouts to maintain my like small weight. But in January, I was like, I'm gonna start weightlifting again. And eating my weight and protein because I wanted to gain 15 pounds, muscle and like good pounds. So that was where I was in January, and then come February. So in my head, my first symptom was like, obviously I was gaining weight, but like good weight, but like it was because I was eating a lot more and a lot of protein and lifting weights. So like it made sense to me. But the first real indicator of me being pregnant that I didn't even catch on to at first was, but I remember the day like to a T. I was eating Chick-fil-A, and usually I only eat like a spicy chicken sandwich and mac and no side, like, and then I'm full. And then, but this day I wanted mac and cheese really bad from there. And I wanted French fries too, though, and my sandwich. But I was like, I'm not gonna eat all this. Travis, don't buy this. And he was like, no, like I'm gonna go get it all. So he went to get it all, and I ate it all. And then I was still hungry. So I was like, but in my head, I just brush it off as, oh, it's because I'm eating a lot of protein. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm just more hungry now because I've been eating more. So now it's like my body like catching up to that. That's what I was thinking in my head, okay? And, hold on. Anyway, so I was like, that was weird, but that was like the first indicator, but I brushed it off. The second one was, I was coming home from the gym one day, and we were in Texas because Travis was training for the combine. So we had a chef at this point, and he had a chef, and when I got in the house after the gym, I smelled his food. Sorry, Chef Hoppy, because he was like an amazing cook, but I was not eating his food. But I got in the house and I instantly was gagging. Like, I was like, the smell of it made me so sick. I was I was like, oh my gosh, and I had to throw up instantly as soon as I got home from the gym. Anyway, so I was throwing up. I was really, really sick. And that went on for like a couple days, like, not a couple days, maybe like 2. But I just thought I was getting sick because it was January, February. February, it was freezing, it was raining every single day. Travis cut his hair, y'all. He looks like a dad now. But, so I was really, really, really sick. And that was kind of like number 2, like, indicated that I was pregnant. This is when I started to get like weird. Also, I'm someone who really knows my body, so when things are wrong, like, I know instantly when I'm sick, when everything. So that was like, instantly I kind of like had a feeling, but I still brush it off as I'm getting sick because I had already felt like, I guess weird, my nose is running too. So I was like, oh, it's just like I'm getting a cold, like, or like something. And then from there, mind you, this all happened within a couple of days because like I said, I'm someone who knows my body. So I listened to when something's wrong with my body. So this didn't go on for a long time. I found out at exactly 4 weeks, like exactly 4 weeks. So I found out really early. But anyways, last indicator was my period, obviously. My period is never late, ever, like ever, ever, ever. And I was supposed to start on Monday. So Sunday night, I prepared to go to sleep. And I was like, I'm going to start my period in the morning. So I like prepared everything. I was expecting the cramps. Weird thing, I actually cramped up that night. So I was cramping and I was like, okay, yep, it's coming on in the morning. So then everything that was in my head went out of my head because I'm like, oh, I'm cramping. So then I was cramping that night. And the next morning I was like, it didn't come. And I was like, that's weird. Like, I was just cramping last night, but I was like, maybe it's a little bit late. So then I was like, okay, it has to start tomorrow. In the morning I woke up, I went pee, I didn't start, and I was like, I think I'm pregnant. And then I was laying in bed, I was researching everything, like the earliest signs of pregnancy, like all of that, right? And a food one came up, like where you're like hungry and where you're sensitive to smell. And I was laying there and I'm reading all this stuff and I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. So I woke Travis up and like, wake up, like, I think I'm pregnant. And he was like super excited. He jumps out of bed. He was like, I'm gonna go get a test. And it was like 7 a.m. And he jumps out of bed, he runs to the gas station, he gets a test, he only gets one. And then he comes and he's like, there was only one left. And I was like, okay, like whatever. So we took it together. And I mean, I peed on it. I lifted it up. It went like zoom, like instant positive. It was an instant positive. We didn't have time to like process. Like I peed on it, I lifted up, and Travis like had walked away to go throw the box away, and I'm like, it was positive. I'm like, Travis, I'm pregnant, and we were freaking out. I was crying. I just started crying, and then he was just like, we gotta take more. So then we get in the car. We like told, because we were with Brennan, his cameraman, and my brother, I think, and then the chef was here. We were like, we're going to the store real quick. And we were going to buy more tests from CVS, but as we were leaving, like passing CVS, there was an urgent care right there. So we were like, let's just go to urgent care. So we went to urgent care and I peed there and they were like, you're pregnant. And they told me I was like 7.5 weeks. So going into my first OB appointment, I was thinking like I was like 10 weeks. Come to find out, I was like, that lady was way off. And I found out at exactly 4 weeks. So I found out really early. But anyways, that's how we found out. And that was long story short. But Travis was excited. He was jumping up and down in the doctors. By the time I got to the doctors, I kind of came around to the idea. But I was still nervous. I was still scared. But everything worked out. And we are and couldn't be any more happier with our baby. I'm going to go finish because that was a long story. And then I'll come back. Okay, that's it, and I'm going to go get ready now. So go to the next video for my outfit. Get dressed with me for the first game of the season. I'm always rushing. Okay, I got this from Pretty Little Thing. I'm wearing this shirt, and then I got it customized. This is Hunter on the back in teal from MVP Bay on Instagram. Then I'm wearing these plain just shorts from American Apparel. And then for shoes, which is the star of the show, is these boots out of his jersey, like these cowgirl boots. And they have his number and his name in that. And it's going to go bring everything together. And no revenge, because this is my body 1 week postpartum. Let me get dressed and then I will come back. Okay, this is how we're looking. Can you see that far? And then the back of the shirt has the Hunter. Cute! For jewelry, I'm wearing my cross that I always wear and my angel wings, and then has my son's name on it. And then I'm probably gonna do this bracelet. That's how that looks. And then I'm probably gonna add this bracelet. This how that all looks. For earrings, I'm gonna wear these little tiny 12s on my bottom hole. It looks like this. I'm gonna add this little pin. For purse, I'm gonna do this one. It's like a football.
They're so cute.
Like that. Okay, I had to come back in here for my stuff. So first thing, Eva NYC Sparkles. Am I ever gonna change this? No. This step will always be part of my routine. First thing I'm doing is like this perfume oil. I'm doing it in straw. It's like a strawberry spritz. That's what it's called. And I put it like on all my pulse points and then a little bit on my neck. I already put it on my wrist. And then for my first layer, I'm using Lake and Sky Strawberry and Air. Like body mist. This smells really good, actually. I know I'm a vanilla girly, but it's still hot outside, so I'm like my summer scent has been like strawberries. Strawberries and like marshmallow, like fluff. Burberry Her is my like perfume for the day. Oh. And then I'm gonna top it off with Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow. This is my favorite. This is a staple. Even when I do vanilla scents, I add this in. Yeah, I've been using this since like it first came out. Literally. And that is it. Okay, final fit check. My shirt is from MVP Bay with his name on it. Regular shorts. Shoes from Jessica Martini. And then my purse is from, I literally don't remember, but I will tag her somewhere. Travis's stepmom is gonna give y'all an outfit check. Ignore everything, we're still moving, so fit check. Show them your outfit.
I don't have
Jersey, provided by who?
Travis Singer.
Shorts. Her. Shoes.
Adidas.
See y'all at the game.